Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So game week 6 transfer plans. So first of all, I'll run you through how I got on in game week 5, and then I'll talk about my transfer plans. I've actually already made 2 transfers for this game week, and then I'll talk about my updated exit rankings and who's potentially on the chopping block next. Before I get started, I just want to thank everybody that's hit subscribe. I got 250 subscribers in the last video, so thank you for everybody that's hit subscribe. Anybody that's new to the channel, please hit subscribe. It will help the channel grow. My aim is to get 20 likes on this video, so please hit that like button quickly. It will help the channel out. So that's the intro waffle out the way. Let's just get into the team. And in goal, I picked Sanchez over Dubravka, and that's a 7-point swing. Sanchez got sent off after 5 minutes. As a Chelsea fan, obviously, I'm smiling, but I'm actually really sad behind this mask. Yeah, he's getting sent off so early, so he got minus 3 points. And because he was sent off, the goals that he conceded, he actually went on to his score. He'll have his suspension in the Carabao Cup game against Lincoln City. He wouldn't have probably started anyway, so he'll be back for game week 6 against Brighton. So everybody that's selling him, he'll actually be back for the next game week. But I thought I backed the better side in defence in Chelsea, but obviously that wasn't the right call, so I lost 7 points on that. Into defence, and Williams didn't keep a clean sheet against Burnley, but he scored in the first few minutes, so he got 10 points. A lot of managers are selling him this game week ahead of Sunderland. I'm going to keep him. Then next we've got Agbadu, and Wolves lost 3-1 against Leeds, which wasn't a good result. He got the DEFCON points, so we got an extra 2 points for that, so we got 3 points. But I'm getting a little bit frustrated and annoyed with Wolves' defence. They are looking very leaky. I think the only chance of him getting points at the moment is if he's playing, and then if he's getting DEFCON points. Other than that, I don't think he's going to get a clean sheet or goal, so he is getting a bit frustrating. He is potentially somebody that I won't be selling in the next few weeks. And then next we've got Anderson. He didn't keep a clean sheet in a 3-1 win against Brentford. He got DEFCON points as well, so he got the 4 points. And then we've got Senesi, and he got 9 points. They kept a clean sheet. There was only 2 teams that kept a clean sheet. That was the Newcastle Bournemouth 0-0 draw. Everybody else conceded, so he got a clean sheet. He got DEFCON points. There's only him and Tarkowski that's got DEFCON points in all the 5 game weeks so far this season. And he got an extra bonus point, so 9 points, very solid from him. I'm happy that I bought him in game week 4. I think I'll manage to be buying him over the next few game weeks, if not now. And then on my bench, I had Porro that got 1 point. I did say in my deadline decision video that I thought Tottenham might be a bit of a leaky defence because they had a Champions League game, and I thought they might be a bit careless, a bit sloppy, while Brighton have had a week to prepare. And it played out like that. Brighton hit them on the break a lot of the time. Then into midfield, we've got Bruno Fernandes that got a goal against Chelsea, so we got 10 points. We've got Semenyo that actually got DEFCON points, so he got 5 points. We've got Salah that got an assist. And then we've got Rodgers that got 2 points again, so that's 5 game weeks in a row that he's blanked. Then on my bench, we had Rinders. He got an assist. He got 2 bonus points, and he got DEFCON points as well, so he got 9 points. I did say on my deadline decision video, I thought he could be actually getting an assist in this game. But I was thinking if I wasn't going to start him, it'd probably be Senesi that would be coming out my side, because I didn't think he'll be keeping a clean sheet. So if I would have swapped them, I would have been on the same points anyway. So in hindsight, I wouldn't have probably got any extra points. Really, I should have been thinking about the 2 players that haven't done much all season, and that's Agbadu and Rodgers. I should have benched one of them and put Rinders in my side. But I didn't, and I lost out on 6 or 7 points again. So that's 14 points I missed out on, and them 2 decisions. If I picked Dubravka over Sanchez, I would have got 7 points. If I picked Rinders over Rodgers or Agbadu, I would have got 6 or 7 points extra. And then for the forwards, we've got João Pedro. He was away against Manchester United and down to 10 men after 5 minutes. He didn't get any attacking returns. Cole Palmer came off the pitch injured, so the supply to João Pedro wasn't really there because we brought all our wingers off as well. I put Mark Guéhi on the bench as third choice because I knew he wasn't going to play. And then I started Watkins, and he was away against Sunderland. Both of the Aston Villa assets are really testing my patience at the moment. 2 points every game week. Watkins did have a few chances at the back end of the game, but he didn't finish them, so it doesn't really matter. We need the goals or assists. So as you can see, I got 49 points, but I captained Salah, so it got me 54 points. I'm now on a total of 281. And I jumped up a rank of 1,000,000 with that game week. I don't feel like I had a really good game week, but at the same time, a lot of managers had a lot worse than me, so I'm going to be happy about it and move on. I'm sure a lot of managers that are above me in the rankings have used the chip right now. I've not used any at the moment, so maybe I'll claw it back in the next few game weeks. So I'm quite content of being 2 million ranked at the moment. Yes, it isn't great, but I think in the next few game weeks I'll claw it all back. I'll start looking at the ranking detail around game week 10 and start criticising or praising it if it is high or low. But for right now, I'm just going to keep ignoring it. I've had 5 green arrows, so I can't be doing that bad. At least I'm getting above average. So now let's focus on game week 6. And as I said, Sanchez is going to serve his suspension in the Carabao Cup game in the midweek, so he'll be available for Brighton at home on the weekend. This is how my side looked with 2 free transfers, but I have actually made the transfers early. So on Sunday night, I made 2 transfers. I sold Salah and I got King. I've been very disappointed with Salah so far this season. He has got a few goals and assists, but they've been coming very late on. Over the games, he hasn't looked that threatening as he usually would. Liverpool as a whole hasn't looked that threatening as they usually would. They're still scoring goals and they've got a very good attack, but I've not been impressed as much as I usually am with them. He's not been getting as many chances. He did do well in the Champions League, he looked like himself, but then at the weekend again, he didn't look that good. So I took the money out of him and I got King. He'll probably be on my bench a lot of the time. And then for the second transfer, I sold out Gui. I lost 0.1 million the night before on him, and I got sick of him. I was using a third Chelsea asset on him, and I knew he wasn't going to be playing. So I upgraded him all the way up to Haaland. So I sold the cheapest forward on the game for the most expensive forward on the game. Will I regret selling Salah in the next few game weeks? We will see. He's got some hard fixtures, but he hasn't been impressing me with the chances he's been getting. And I have still got the wildcard in hand, so if he does start to pop off, I can buy him back into my side and use the wildcard chip. But as of right now, I'm okay with not having him in my side and go with Haaland. So with them 2 transfers, this is how my side looks for game week 6. I've got Sanchez in goal at home against Brighton. Then I've got a back four of Senesi, Porro and Williams. I'm hoping they all keep a clean sheet. Then into midfield, I've got Rinders, Rodgers, Semenyo and Fernandes. A lot of managers saw Rinders in game week 5, then he got an assist. And I'm sure a lot of managers are using the wildcard chip and you're actually buying him into the side. And I'm hoping that's the same case for my Aston Villa assets in Rodgers and Watkins. I'm hoping a lot of managers are selling him this game week and then they all regret it when he actually gets a goal and an assist in this next game week. And yes, they haven't been that great so far this season, but I'm hoping they turn it around. I had other fires to put out, and I really wanted to get rid of Gui because he's not playing as well. At least with Watkins, he's getting me 2 points and starting all the time. With Gui, he was taking up a Chelsea spot and he wasn't actually getting onto the pitch. So I felt like Gui was more pressing because Watkins is at home against Fulham, then he's at home against Burnley the next 2 game weeks. So I thought it'd be worth keeping him until game week 8, and then I could potentially sell him for Gyökeres. I'm currently starting Sanchez instead of Dubravka. If Sanchez gets dropped, at least Dubravka will come into my side. It wouldn't be ideal if Sanchez got dropped because Dubravka will come in away against Man City. I think Dubravka could get some save points, so at least he'll get 1 or 2 points potentially. I'm not planning to sell Sanchez until he gets dropped 2 games in a row, or I'm going to use my wildcard, then I will sell him. But until that point, he'll be staying in my side. I don't really want to use a transfer on a goalkeeper. Feel like my starting 11's got the best fixtures. I'm hoping that I'm not sitting here next game week saying that I should have benched my Aston Villa assets and played my Fulham players instead, but we'll see what happens. A quick flag on the midweek fixtures. I've currently got 11 players that are playing in midweek. It would have been 12, but Sanchez is obviously suspended, as I've mentioned. So I've got Porro, Rinders, Haaland, Porro, Dubravka, Anderson, King, and Agbadu that are playing in the Carabao Cup this midweek. Then I've got Williams, Rodgers, and Watkins that are playing in Europe. So the Bournemouth and United players haven't got a midweek fixture. Bournemouth got knocked out against Brentford in the earlier round, and Man United got knocked out on penalties against Grimsby. So they both haven't got a midweek fixture. I've been saying the last few weeks, hold off on your transfers, then I contradict it and use my transfers early. I was 100% sure that I wanted to sell Gui and I wanted to get Haaland, and Haaland was going up in price, so I made that transfer early. Will I regret it over this week? We will see. I think Haaland will get a rest in the Carabao Cup, so I think he'll be rested for the weekend. He did come off against Arsenal, and Pep said that he had a bit of back pain. I'm hoping that isn't a problem. So quickly, let's go over my updated exit rankings, and as you can see, Porro's jumped into the at-risk. Tottenham has started off the season pretty well, but I am planning to sell Porro in the next few game weeks. Tottenham have had the easiest set of fixtures to start the season off, but they do start to turn. I think spending 5.6 million on a defender that potentially won't get DEFCON points isn't looking as threatening attacking wise, and I don't think he'll keep many clean sheets, so I don't think it's worth keeping him. Then we've got Sanchez that's been put into my monitor. Maresca said that he could rotate his goalkeepers this season, so I am keeping my eye on him. If he gets dropped, I might actually put him into the risk or sell. And then the last player to make a change in my exit rankings is Rinders. He's gone into my keep now. He got an assist last game, but the fixtures for City are looking good. So here's my updated shortlist with players that are on my radar. So in goal, if I was buying a goalkeeper, it would be Donnarumma, Raya or Petrovic. Petrovic is new to the list. Petrovic has kept 3 clean sheets so far this season, and the Bournemouth fixtures are pretty good for the next few game weeks. So if you do want to save a bit of money, Petrovic is a really good option. Gabriel is still my number 1 pick, and I think I will be buying him in game week 7. Then I've got Dorgu, Richards, Rondon and Decupia that have joined my list. They're all 4.5 million or cheaper. Dorgu and Decupia have got some good fixtures coming up, and they could potentially get some goals or assists in the next few games. Dorgu got himself an assist against Chelsea, and Decupia has been unlucky not to get an assist so far this season. Then we've got Richards and Rondon, and they're both likely to get DEFCON points moving forward. So I think they're really good options. One at 4.5 million. If you haven't got that budget, I think Rondon at 4.0 million is really good. Then new to my list is Stack, and I won't lie, he wasn't on my radar until this game week when he got 15 points. I do really like Dewsbury Hall at Everton. I think Stack's fixtures at Leeds are really good. And we've only played 5 game weeks, and Dewsbury Hall's already got 4 yellow cards, so the next yellow card that he gets is the suspension. So I'd wait until he gets that suspension out of the way and then potentially buy him. And Everton's fixtures aren't the greatest. I think if he was buying an Everton midfielder, it would be in die first. Saka and Palmer are first and second on my list, but I am a little bit worried about the fitness. I'm not going to be buying them just yet. I think in the next few game weeks, a lot of managers will be buying them. Both of them have got some really good fixtures coming up in the next few game weeks. And I think there'll be 2 players that everybody wants if they are fit. Then we'll be buying Haaland this game week. Gyökeres has gone to #1 spot. I think in the next few game weeks, a lot of managers will be buying him. It all just depends what Arsenal slots you want to use, because you can only pick 3 out of the potential 4: Raya, Gabriel, Saka and Gyökeres. So one of them has to miss out your side, and that decision will have to be made. And then I've got 3 new strikers to my list. I've got Evan Nielsen. Bournemouth's fixtures are really good for moving forward. And at 7 million, I think he could start scoring some goals and assists in the next few game weeks. Then the other 2 new players on my shortlist is Bowen and Muniz. I'm not looking to buy either of them just yet, and I won't be recommending buying either of them. But in the next few game weeks, there could be options, and I just want to keep my eye on them just now. So for one last time, this is how my side's looking for game week 6. Get in the comment section, let me know how many points you got in game week 5. And also let me know in the comment section if you're planning to use a chip, if that's a wild card, a bench boost, a triple captain this game week. I think a lot of managers will be using one. In my deadline decision video on Thursday, I'll be looking into Haaland and if we should be triple captaining him. And I'll also do an updated wildcard draft, so if you are wildcarding this game week, hit subscribe so you can see that video on Thursday. Anyway, that's the end of this transfer plans video. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.